Hey there, fellow quilters. Today we're going to talk about one of the most important factors in any sewing project, thread. Specifically, we're going to take a deep dive into Aurifil cotton thread and explore a few of the different weights available to you as a quilter. I used to be afraid and confused when picking the best thread for my project, which to use for piecing, for quilting. It was just all so confusing. But when I became an Aurifil artisan last year, I really challenged myself to listen and understand more, and I'm so happy that I did. Today, I'd like to share with you some information, and I hope that I can help you understand various thread weights that Aurifil has to offer that can really set your quilting projects apart. Today we are looking at and comparing Aurifil cotton thread in 5 different weights: 12 weight, 28 weight, 40 weight, 50 weight, and 80 weight. Each weight has its own unique characteristics, and understanding the differences between them can help you make informed choices about which thread to use for your projects. If you're a quilter looking to take your projects to the next level, choosing the right thread is essential. Whether you're machine quilting or hand quilting, Aurifil cotton thread is a popular choice among quilters, and with so many weights available, it can be tough to know which one to choose. So in this video, we'll explore the differences between the various weights and when each one should be used. We'll also take a look at the pros and cons of each weight so you can make an informed decision for your next quilting project. And remember, if you're using the various weights in your sewing machine, make sure that you are using the recommended needle sizes, and also take note of the bobbin thread that you should be using as well. Before we get started, I have a great tip for you, something that always confuses me. With thread weights, the smaller the number, the thicker the thread. So the thickest that we'll be looking at today is our 12 weight, and the thinnest will be the 80 weight. So always remember that, smaller the number, thicker the thread. Now let's get started looking at each of these. With any Aurifil thread, you can always look on the bottom of the thread spool to let you know which weight and color the thread is. Let's start with the heaviest weight, Aurifil 12 weight cotton thread. This thread is perfect for quilters who want to add texture and dimension to their quilting projects. You can definitely see the thickness of this thread. It's great for machine quilting, especially for designs that you really want to stand out, like big stitch quilting or decorative stitching. The downside of this thread is that it is thicker and heavier, so it may not work well with finer fabrics or piecing of your blocks. You'll want to make sure that you used a 90-40 top stitch needle and a 40 weight thread in the bobbin. I like to use Schmetz Microtex 90-40 top stitch needles, and I've linked that down in the description below. Moving on to a slightly lighter weight, Aurifil 28 weight cotton thread is a great choice for quilters who may want to add some texture to their projects without really overwhelming the fabric. This thread is perfect for machine quilting, and it's also great for piecing and top stitching as well. It works well with a variety of fabrics, including typical cotton fabrics, linen, and also wool fabrics. You'll want to make sure that you're using a 90-40 top stitch needle and then a 40 weight thread in the bobbin. The next weight is the Aurifil 40 weight cotton thread, and it's probably the most versatile thread weight, and it's also a really popular choice among quilters. You can see that it is strong enough to hold up to frequent use and washing in quilting projects, but it's not so heavy that it overwhelms lighter fabrics. It's a great all-purpose thread that's easy to sew with and produces beautiful results. You can use a variety of needles with this project, whether it's an 80-12, 90-14, or a 75-11. And then also you have the choice of using either a 40 weight or a 50 weight thread in your bobbin. If you're looking for a lightweight thread that's perfect for piecing, then look no further than the Aurifil 50 weight cotton thread. This thread is strong enough for most sewing projects, and it's great for piecing and quilting especially, and I use it exclusively for all of my piecing. I use the Aurifil white for all of my piecing. I'm able to achieve a consistent seam allowance with the strength that I need in my patchwork without worrying about the thickness of the thread within my seams. You can use an 80-12 universal needle with this weight, and then a 50 weight in the bobbin as well. And then finally we have the Aurifil 80 weight cotton thread. And you can tell almost immediately how thin this thread is. It is the lightest weight thread available from Aurifil. It's a super fine thread that's perfect for hand applique, English paper piecing, or other detailed work. It's so lightweight that it practically disappears into some fabrics, creating a clean and seamless look. It's not necessarily suitable for all projects though, but if you want a thread that won't add any bulk or show through your fabric, then this is definitely one to choose. You'll want to make sure that you use a 70-10 or 80-12 microtex needle and 80 weight thread in the bobbin. I hope this gives you more confidence to branch out into your choice of threads. Aurifil threads have so many color choices you can practically match any fabric to. And the range of weights they offer can help you achieve the perfect finish on any quilting project. I've linked a guide down below to a printable version of this guide from Aurifil that shows a little bit more information about each of the thread weights that they carry, including a few that I did not cover today. It also shows you exactly what type of use you can use for the different weights and how it would match up. So if you'd like a copy of this guide, as I mentioned, I have the PDF download to Aurifil's website down in the description below. With the right thread, you'll be able to take your quilting projects to the next level. So like I've done, I really encourage you to step outside your comfort zone and try a different weight of thread if you haven't already. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial today. Happy sewing!